art making for me during this time has been more integrated to my life. I mean, I don't think I sit down and say, now I'm going to paint or something. It's more like the three pieces I entered. I do a lot of photography, and I use my phone a lot these days too. And so I'm taking pictures all the time. And two of the things I put in this show were photographs, but one was just using ink and a drawing of my husband, who is always around because we're quarantined together. So just drawing something that's there, which is my husband, or on top, and then I wanted to photograph it on top of a puzzle, which I'm doing, which is, I mean, just life is more seamless in some ways. Like, it isn't like now it's art time. Now it's, this time it's like, okay, well, the puzzle's right there and the ink's right there. So I'm kind of mixing it all together. I did a photograph of hostas with my phone, which I've been taking pictures of these hostas. They're those plants that come out of the ground with a swirl, the perennial. It's all leaf. And I took a picture in our, what I submitted here, again with my phone, which is a little different because usually I'm crawling on the ground every April, and I don't have a macro lens, so I'm using diopters, which is an old, you screw it on the end of your lens, and magnifying glasses, which I kind of like messing around with, just very basic things, like making do. Anyway, so it was just kind of a continuation of something I've been doing over the years, and I just used it, a different mode of doing it with an iPhone instead of with my camera. And the last thing I've been doing is taking self-portraits. Good old Ann and Hope opened for garden selections, and gardening to me is also an art form. I've been doing more in my yard than I have in years because I'm just here. And so I went, it was snowing on the day before Mother's Day, and I just found that crazy. And I just found myself, I turned the phone on myself to see what I look like. And that's literally what I look like, and my glasses are fogged up because masks make them fog up in the snow. And then I did something I don't usually do because I'm more of a straight ahead, like dancing. I don't manipulate them as much, but I changed the background and added more dots, which could be implying snow or COVID germs or whatever you want it to be. But I think I'm just kind of having fun and not being too serious. And I like not being too serious. I like being not too precious. Like, now I'm going to just draw something and see if I can draw it, with ink. I can't erase, I mean, just draw that, or take a picture, or just, like I said, using my yard as a form of art too. So I think it's more integral and not as intimidating to start, because it's just like, just do something. So I think it's kind of good in some ways, how it's making me think. That's all I have to say right now.